Welcome to my channel, guys. I am Weight Watchers with Carrie. If you've never been to my channel before, this is mainly a weight loss channel. I do share a lot of vlogging things, a lot of extra stuff here and there, but mainly it's a weight loss channel. I started this channel back in 2016, I think, when I first started Weight Watchers. I did lose 130 pounds, but then over the past few years, I kept it off about a year and a half and continued to lose through that whole year and a half. But then over the year following that, I had the grandbabies here, gained back 70 pounds because I just let filming go on the back burner, and I'm not going to do that this time because I am getting my grandkids back next week. And I'm not sure how long they're going to be here. It may be a while. My goal is to stay here on YouTube. It probably won't be every day, but I plan on doing at least 3 times a week. At least. Hopefully more, but at least. The minimum amount I want to do is 3 times a week. And that is just updating on how I've been doing on the weight loss. One weigh-in video for sure. And then to let you guys know where I'm at, because I really need to stay accountable. So what this video is it's my goals video. I have 3 yearly goals for this year in 2022. And then I'm going to share my monthly goal for January. I want to start month by month and try and get done with those monthly goals before I move on to anything else. You'll understand once I give you my yearly goals and then my monthly goals, then I'll kind of go into more detail on why I chose to do it that way. The first yearly goal I have is to lose 50 pounds in this year. Now, it may not sound like a lot, but I do have my grandkids here, maybe long-term for a little while. It may be several months. It may be, I'm just not sure. We're just not sure how long we'll have them, but it probably will be for sure several months. Having that 50-pound loss under my belt is going to be a huge, huge milestone for me while the grandkids are here. Now, if the grandkids weren't here, I could probably lose 70 or 75 pounds, no problem. But with the grandkids here, I just want to make it within my grasp so I can see it. That is why I chose 50 pounds, because I figured it would be in reach for me. And then the second goal I have is to at least have one 32 ounce glass of water every single day. I have my big mug that holds 32 ounces. I want to have that every day. Hopefully I'll have more water, but at least that much every single day. That shouldn't be too hard because I can just fill it up in the morning and just drink it throughout the day. It should not be that hard. It shouldn't be. And if I have a goal, I will be more apt to do it. So that's why I made the goal. It's a yearly goal. So it's going to be long term. And I'm hoping that I can at least get that done. And then the last one for the whole entire year, I would like to walk 300 miles in that year. Now you're saying 300 miles, that's not a lot in a whole year, but when you're not used to exercising, and I was used to exercising before, but now I'm not. The whole last year, I hardly did any exercise, just mainly cleaning and maybe taking a walk down the driveway to get the mail. And that's pretty much it for the whole past year. So 300 miles just walking. And I'm not talking about Fitbit miles. I'm talking about actual miles. Like when I did the 100 miles in May, which I have a playlist on if you want to check that out. I walked 100 miles in May, and just the miles, not Fitbit miles, not any weird stuff, just plain walking. So those are my 3 main goals for the year. I should be able to accomplish that. Like I said, I don't want to go far-fetched out there and just have so much on my plate that it's like, I'm just going to give up. I don't want to do this. So I think these 3 goals are pretty simple goals. I think everybody can agree these are pretty simple goals. And then for the month of January, it goes into more detail. For the month of January, and I'm not saying these have to continue into February, March, April, May, just for January, these are the things I would like to accomplish. The first one, of course, is no diet soda, no soda at all, of any sort of soda. I'm going to allow myself Crystal Light, the little packets of Crystal Light. Now I only have a half of one of those packets in a full huge mug of water. I think it's 24 ounce glass of water. I put a half of one of those in, and that's plenty sweet for me. So I'm going to allow myself the Crystal Light. And then my dog is scratching at my door. She wants to come in by me. So I'm going to allow myself the Crystal Light. And then for the month of January, I will definitely add vegetables every day to my meal, even if it's just a serving. I'm going to add vegetables every single day in January. And what I'm hoping happens here is that I'm going to get into a habit of having vegetables every single day. So that will hopefully continue in February. We'll see. The next one in January is what I'm going to try to do is get on my elliptical, because it's going to be icy and snowy out here in the middle of Wisconsin where we're at. And I want to get on my elliptical at least twice a week to do 1 mile. One of my subscribers had said, hey, this is what I do. I will get on my elliptical or my treadmill for 5 minutes and then go do something. And then later on in the day, get on another 5 minutes. And then again, later on in the day, get on another 5 minutes. So it's a total of 15 minutes a day. 5 minutes isn't really that long. I could just jump on my elliptical while I'm watching a video or something. I'm going to use that tip and just try and get the 1 mile in wherever I can get it in the day, but 2 times a week. The next one is no eating out at all. Month of January, no eating out at all, including Subway. I'm usually pretty good at sticking to goals when I really am in the right mindset. And right now I'm feeling like I'm in the right mindset. I'm just not going to eat out for the whole month of January. For the month of January, I am planning on filming at least 4 times a week, at least. Now I'm hoping I do more than that, but that is my goal. That is what I'm going to promise to you guys, is 4 times a week of filming. I'm not saying which days I'm going to take off, because some days might be worse than others when it comes to the kids. You can't plan with kids. You just can't. I mean, maybe some people can, and I give them credit. Kudos to them, because I can't plan like that when I have kids around, little kids. The ages are 4, 7, and 8. I'm hoping this year they'll be a little bit easier. The littlest one, because she is strong-willed to the bone. And she was a little bit difficult for me last time. The last thing for January, one of the biggest things, is I want to keep my Fitbit on and start tracking what I'm doing, how many steps I'm doing. Now, I don't know if you guys remember when I was filming, check out the playlist for the 100-mile walk in May, because I was giving you my Fitbit stats every single day at the end of the video. And when I was listening to that, I'm like, holy crap, that was a lot of steps every day. I was getting an average of, and when I reached like 15,000, 16,000, I would say, oh, that's low for me. And I'm like, what? and I remember doing that. I remember having such high steps every single day. And I'm like, man, that doesn't happen right now. It doesn't. I'm lucky to get 4,000 or 5,000 steps a day. Honestly, I'm being honest with you guys, and I'm lucky to get that much. Now, lately, I've been trying to push myself a little bit more. So I'm hoping that it reflects, and I'm hoping that, like, I haven't been wearing my Fitbit. This is just a guesstimate of mine. I'm anxious to put on my Fitbit again. I have to charge it up, put it on, and then kind of see where I'm at, moving a little more than I was. And if it's only like 2,000 or 3,000 steps, I'm going to die, because that is crazy. It's crazy. So I'm hoping that it'll be more than that. I don't know. But I am definitely moving more than I was prior to starting back up again. I've just been trying to get into the mindset of moving a little bit more, even though it's cold outside. Like, I will walk down to the driveway if it's not super icy, which it is right now. But yesterday I did walk down the driveway and get the mail, and I wasn't tired or anything. And that's a plus, because if you guys remember when I first started this channel, I couldn't walk to the mailbox and back without getting so tired I'd have to sit down when I got back. That was a great workout for me. But now, I mean, starting back up again after gaining the 70 pounds back, I can do the driveway and back just fine, because I'm not back up to 330 where I started. Thank goodness. I cannot imagine having to lose an extra 70 pounds from where I'm at now. No, I don't want to do it. I don't even really want to lose the 70 that I regained again. I don't want to, but I have to now, because I let myself gain that 70 back. So I have no choice, right? I remember one other thing, because I've had so many people ask me, are you going to start weighing in again? Are you going to start weighing in again? Are you going to start doing weigh-in videos? Yes, I am definitely. It really is the only way that it will keep me really, really accountable, is to just weigh in and just lay it all out there. You guys know that I've gained 70 pounds back. That's no surprise. I've told you that. It's still hard for me to admit that I'm over 250 again. You know, it's just so hard for me to admit that. Actually, over 270, because I've gained the 70 pounds back. And I consider me starting at like 205. That's where everything started going wrong, because I was staying in between the 195, 205 mark. I was bouncing back and forth there for a while. But then once I got past the 205, it was like I was gone. I was just, you know, I was 20 pounds over, and then pretty soon I was 25 over, and then 30, and then 35, and then I was 45, and I'm like, what in the world is happening to me? I don't know why and even though I wasn't really weighing in that often, I would see those huge gains, and I'm like, that has to be water weight. It has to be, because there's no way I was eating enough to gain that much. But obviously I was, right? Because I was gaining it. It was there. Being on video, you guys can see that I've gained weight, and it's noticeable. So it's not like you can lie about it, and there's no reason I want to lie about it. I'm just going to be completely open and honest with it. So starting in February, which I have on my February goals, it's the only one I have on February goals so far, but it's one that I really wanted to remember to put on there. But starting on February 1st, just depending on what day I choose, I haven't decided which day I'm going to choose for weigh-in. I'm thinking Saturday, because Corey said, you know, if we do start going back to meetings, which we will, because I really need those meetings, we just are not going to do it yet. For now, we just want to be safe, especially with the grandkids coming. I don't want to be sick. Corey doesn't want to be sick. Nick doesn't want to be sick when they first get here. I'm not going to be able to take care of them if I'm sick. So I'm just going to keep it calm, but eventually we will be going back to the meetings. At least I will. I don't know if Corey's going to join me or not, but I will. I need the meetings. I need to go back. It's just not the same on Zoom. So you guys will be my accountability. You guys will be my meeting weigh-in. And I'm going to actually take you on the scale with me once a week, starting February, whichever day I decide. Probably the first Saturday in February. No sugarcoating anything. It's just going to be what it is. And that to me will keep myself accountable big time. January, I will start doing weigh-ins just to try and get a feel for it. I'm going to have weekly weigh-ins on Saturday, but I'm just going to tell you what I weigh. Yeah, starting February, I'm going to be taking you on the scale with me. I think I will do the first weigh-in on whatever day the last day of January is. We'll do a weigh-in, an initial weigh-in on the last day of January. I'll take you guys on the scale with me, weigh the phone too, and then I'll know exactly how much I lost. So, yeah. So we'll have an official start at that time. I am definitely feeling more motivated than I have ever felt in a while, like the whole last year and a half or so. And I took a year off of YouTube. I think it was about a year, maybe a little more than a year. I don't even know. I was definitely always planning on coming back. I love YouTube. I love being here. I love filming. This is where I really need to be right now. Anybody out there who wants to get some kind of inspiration, if you've gained some weight back, if you've gained all of your weight back, it's okay. Just start again. I'm here. I'm starting again. I want to encourage you guys to do the same thing. Put yourself out there. Start a YouTube channel. If you start a YouTube channel, it doesn't have to be live. You can private any video you want. So put those videos out there, put them on private, and then rewatch them later on. Nobody has to see it. So just put them out there, put them on private, upload them, and then watch them again and again and again. And it's going to keep you motivated. I promise you. That's how I got remotivated again. I watched that whole month of May. Starting from at the beginning of May all the way to the end, I watched all of those videos. I saw my excitement. I saw how in the mindset I was, and I really wanted that again. And I'm like, dang it, I can do this. I got mad, and I'm like, I can do this. I've done it. Look at me. That's me. I've done it before. I can do it again. It got me mad enough to just get going. Honestly, get this going. Don't give up on yourself. Get it out there, put it on private, just so you can watch yourself later. And as you start losing weight and seeing yourself, you may want to public those videos. It helps people. If you're a larger person and you're embarrassed how you look, like when I first started, I was so embarrassed, and I had some videos private, and I'm like, I can't do it. And then as I started losing, I wanted to delete those videos And my husband's like, no way, you do not delete those videos. That would be the worst thing you could do. And he was absolutely right, because when I rewatch those videos, I'm like, I don't want to be there again. I don't. And that really motivates me to get back to doing what I'm doing. Okay, so I've talked long enough. I'm going to let you guys go. Watch for that other video of how I gained my 70 pounds back over a year time. I will talk to you guys tomorrow for another What I Ate. Bye guys. Thanks so much for watching, and please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to share it if you think anybody else may like it. Get those videos out there for yourself and private them and just rewatch them.